It's unfortunate that there's no females in here because a lot of my message is dealing with the wombed manifestation, because as so much of what is going on, she is the problem, she is also the solution. You have to realize that the man comes out of the gateway, which is the vagina, you know, the uterus. So she been given the power or the right to be teacher of both male and female, because as you see up here, wombed manifestation, she is man. She is just the man with the womb. It was corrupted into woman, but it's really pronounced wombman, wombman, womb manifestation. So if I just called you manifestation every day, they shorten that, and so you're now known as man. You know, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay. But all man is short for manifestation. You are manifestation of wombed manifestation. Okay? So it's unfortunate. Her unconsciousness will have an effect on you. I deal with the imprint that the female has upon the child in the womb. Say, for instance, your mother, if she had no knowledge of herself, okay, the first law is to know oneself. Another law is to know one's enemy. Okay, if you have a female who has not knowledge of herself, okay, this is going to affect whatever she carries in her womb, because she's been given the power to create in her own likeness after her own kind. And then she has 9 months to imprint various data upon the primordial being of that child in her womb. So when you come out, you're going to actualize what your mother imprinted upon you. Now, if she knew herself and she had the goddess consciousness, okay, she's going to bring forth a God. You know, that's all she can do. There's no God without goddess. Goddess puts God on the planet. If she has a consciousness of abomination and lies and deceits, she's dealing with issues of low self-esteem. She's dealing with issue of not having grown up and been nurtured. Okay, you have to realize that all of this is imprinted upon the child in the womb. And when you come out, okay, you've already been set at a disadvantage. And normally, whatever the consciousness of the mother is, she's going to raise that child up in that environment. If she's Jehovah's Witness, okay, she's going to make sure that that child is raised up getting that type of programming. If she's Muslim, she's going to raise that child up getting that type of programming. So whatever programming your mother has, or whoever is your caregiver, then that's usually the type of programming you yourself will also get. So you have to realize that that's a lot of power for one individual to have, you know. So that when the Creator gave her that empower, she was supposed to be a very good steward of that. Of course, because of the things that have transpired, the adversary recognized that, and since the war is against the black woman and what comes out of her womb, they knew that in order to destroy a race of people, they had to attack the head. The head is the wombed man. They knew that if they could reprogram her consciousness concerning who she was, and how she felt about herself and her environment and that which came out of her body, that they could basically enslave a whole entire race of people. So that was one of the reasons why they did the experiment called the project. We at one time, we used to give birth to great beings like Harriet Tubman, Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, so that Joel Rogers, and you can go on, these fantastic beings that came from the womb of the black woman, you know, and you wouldn't find these beings working in Burger King. You know, you wouldn't find these fantastic minds up in warehouses. You see what I'm saying? But look what she's been putting on the planet. We've been putting Snoopy Dogs and Bow Wows and Roofs and C Murders and stuff like that on the planet. And so you have to realize, okay, what is the consciousness of the other as opposed to what's being put on the planet today? These beings have no sense of oneness. They have no sense of commitment to their race and their species. You see what I'm saying? So there has definitely been a change in consciousness, and it has been done through the reprogramming of the black African female. She's a very unique being. She has special skills and talents that no other female on the planet has. And they have studied her extensively, from head to toe, dead and alive. There's nothing that they don't know about us. So they know that she's different. And they have created things to attack her, whether it's from a atomic biogenetic level, whether it's from an emotional or spiritual level, everything that you deal with, they have come up with something to try to enslave you physically and mentally. And they did it first with her by changing her consciousness about herself, you know. And so religion is a very powerful tool, that they use a lot of religion to control the minds of people. So we have to analyze, basically, she had where the problems that plague us, where they began. You know what I'm saying? We have to know, okay, we're looking at where we're at today. How did we get here? You know, how did we get to the point of where we're at today? What went wrong? Was it my fault? Was it your fault? Whose fault was it? And if you ask yourself that question, you have to realize that we all are to blame. That some mistakes that our ancestors made, we're still making those same mistakes today.